Hey everybody, and thank you so much for choosing to watch Life's Magical Journey. I'm Life, and this is the safest space for learning, growing, and even sharing your own experiences when it comes to your spiritual journey. So please, as you're watching the video, consider subscribing. In today's video, we are talking about how to separate yourself from your thoughts, how to realize that you are not your thoughts do not define you, and there is a clear and concise way to separate yourself from your thoughts. So if you're ready to dig into this topic, stay tuned. This is episode 5 of the Letting Go series that we're doing, all right? So if you haven't caught up with that, I encourage you to go check out those other videos. I will put the playlist in the description. I'll put it in the comment section as well. So I'll catch you guys up just a little bit. So we're talking about the art of letting go of things that no longer serve you. So we've talked about letting go of limiting beliefs. That's the main thing we've been talking about lately. That's our starting point. It's talking about self-love and how to just cherish yourself and speak kindly to yourself and apply positive self-talk on a regular basis so that you can make sure that you are motivating yourself towards greatness. So in that, I know a lot of people wonder, like, well, damn, my thoughts are controlling me. Like, I can't even function without my thoughts just running rampant. So human beings have about 60,000 thoughts a day. So I want to ensure that those thoughts don't define you. You are not your thoughts, okay? You are not your thoughts. Let's just start by saying that you are an observer. You are simply put here to be an observer. So not only are you observing your thoughts, but you're here to observe this planet. You're here to explore. And that's why a lot of people find that when they're on a spiritual journey, they want to get out into nature. They want to create things. They want to explore and expand. We are all here for expansion. So that's just another topic. But know that you are an observer. So if you are an observer of your thoughts, that means that you are not your thoughts. So basically, your thoughts are something you have. They're like your name. So let's say your name is Kim. You're not Kim. You have the name Kim. People call you Kim, but that doesn't define who you are. Right? So your thoughts are just like that. It's something that you have. And so since that is something that you have, it's obviously something that you can change. Like, you could definitely go down and you could change your name. I had a friend who he wanted to be called something differently. When I met him, he told me his real name, but he told me that this is what he wants to be called, and so I called him that. So to me, that was his name. That was something that I called him. So his name that he had was this other name, not the name he was given. So it's something that you can definitely change, and so are your thoughts. So just like a movie, you are an observer here on this planet. So imagine when you go to a movie, you're perfectly fine with just watching that movie, and it's like, oh, this and this is happening, this and that is happening, and you don't feel a need to interrupt it. You don't feel a need to try to control what happens next. You're just sitting there and you're really just observing it. And that is really what we're here to do here on this planet. We're here to just observe and enjoy the planet for what it is, and that comes with the good and the bad. So remember what we learned from one of the last videos. 95% of everything you do, everything you say, how you act, the things that you do every day is subconscious. That means it's below consciousness. So if that's the case, you have to realize that means that you can change your thoughts. Your thoughts are also, those 60,000 thoughts that you have every day, those are subconscious. They come routinely. They come automatically. So that's why we talked about how to change limiting beliefs, how to change your thoughts, and how to change your talk, the private self-talk, talk that you have with yourself, how to change that from a negative talk to a more positive talk that you have with yourself. So one thing we can do to start to change these thoughts from controlling us, from feeling like they have full control of us, is called cognitive diffusion or delitterization. So if thoughts are just something you have, there's something that come quite routinely, quite naturally to you because of maybe your history, what you've been taught growing up. Those things, you have the thought and then you give it a meaning. So for instance, I'm feeling like something bad is going to happen to me. It's not that you actually feel that way. It's that you had a thought that something bad was going to happen to you, and you gave it the meaning that now that's how you feel. And no, it doesn't have to be how you feel. So what you could do, instead of observing those thoughts and giving them a meaning to you, know that that thought is just a thought. It doesn't control you. It doesn't mean anything until you start allowing it to make you feel a certain way. So that's how we're going to start limiting those negative thoughts and replacing them with positive thoughts. So once you have that negative thought, just what I do is once I have that negative thought, I immediately replace it with a thought that feels better. So if I start to think, I feel like something negative is going to happen, or I feel like something bad is going to happen, then I remember that that's just a thought. I can control it, and I'll refocus. So I'll think about something that makes me feel happy, or think about something, well, what if something bad happens? Wait, what if something good happens? What if I walk up and down the street and I find $100? I think about how that would make me feel, and I give that thought meaning. So I let that make me feel good instead of letting the negative thought make me feel bad. So you see how that works? So that's what I want us to try on an ongoing basis. Whenever we have those negative thoughts, use cognitive diffusion, delitterization, right? So you're not giving it control over you. You're not giving it control over your feelings. You're replacing it with a positive thought. This is gonna take your conscious effort. I told you guys that in the last video. This takes real effort on our part, okay? But we can do it. But just remember, you have to make these choices on a regular basis. So realize and wake up to the fact that you are having these thoughts, and then switch it over and allow that positive thought to make you feel a certain way, make you feel good. So another thing you can do to start separating yourself from your thoughts, because that's what we're doing. We're basically we're putting ourselves into a position where we can more so observe our thoughts and realize that we are separate from our thoughts. And so another way that you can do that is meditation. You definitely want to take some time, whether it be, I suggest first thing in the morning, even if it's 5 to 10 minutes, it's going to help. You know, like they say, like 5 to 10 minutes of yoga really helps versus you do an hour a week. You know, do it 5 to 10 minutes a day, and give yourself that time to just quiet your mind. Meditation really gives you the ability to respond to things instead of reacting to things. A reaction is like, this happened and oh my God, I gotta do this. No, you're gonna be the type of person that can actually sit back and calmly think about things. Now, if you're getting chased by a lion, that's a different situation. You need to respond quickly to that, right? But in our everyday lives, we really don't have to react right away. We can take our time, we can respond to things, and that's what meditation helps you do. So even if while you're meditating, you have all these thoughts that come through your mind, observe them. This is how you're teaching yourself to be an observer. You're gonna recognize, you're gonna see the thoughts, you're gonna feel the thoughts, and you're gonna say, all right, I'm thinking that for whatever reason. It is what it is. Thank you, thought. Bye. And on to the next thought. What a lot of people do too is they continuously ask themselves, what is my next thought going to be? What is my next thought going to be? That allows you to kind of choose what the next thought is going to be. You're usually not going to choose something that is negative. You're not going to choose something that's going to make you feel bad, right? So that's what a lot of people do as well. What is my next thought going to be? So we've got cognitive diffusion, delitterization, and basically taking meaning, not giving meaning to those negative thoughts, right? We've got meditation. So we're taking 5 to 10 minutes every day and in the morning, and we're just clearing our mind before we can check our emails, before we can get on Facebook and see who's doing what to who. You know, give yourself that quiet time to just clear your mind and be prepared to respond to the day. All right, and then we've got that was a bonus kind of, that question, like, what is my next thought going to be? What is my next thought going to be? All right, so guys, if you have enjoyed this video, I am grateful that you've stayed this long and watched it all the way through. Comment down below with your advice and your tips, what you're going through, what you think will help others, you know, especially the things that have been working for you. I really want to hear about that, because these few things have been working for me. I feel amazing. I am responding to my circumstances and not reacting to it wildly. And so I'm going to encourage you guys to do the same thing and follow these few tips and come back to this video and let us know how it's going for you and what's up with you. All right, so another thing, guys, is I'm going to be participating in a huge giveaway, so I'll talk more about that coming up in some future videos, and I want to enlist you guys to participate in it. It's going to be huge. All right, so guys, if you've gotten anything out of this video, what I want you to do is I want you to watch another one of my videos. I want you to invest yourself in learning this type of material and really letting it sink in. You know, once you find something that works for you, if you resonate with how I deliver the message, you know, there's plenty of people delivering the same message, but if you resonate with how I'm delivering this message to you, I want you to go ahead and watch another video. I will put other videos at the end. I'll put videos in the description, and I'll put it in the comments as well, so you have easy access, or you can just go to my channel page, whatever the case may be. But I want you to invest in yourself, and especially go check out the videos about letting go of limiting beliefs. All right, so thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you guys watching, and as usual, I'll see you next time.